Former CNN anchor Don Lemon is trading jabs online with Elon Musk after X, formerly known as Twitter, canceled their partnership with Lemon's new show before it even began. The platform dropping Lemon hours after he sat down with Musk to film the very first episode. In a statement posted to X, Lemon said his questions were respectful, they were wide-ranging, and that Musk's love of free speech doesn't apply to him. Musk saying it wasn't the real Don Lemon asking him anything and was basically CNN on social media. Morning in America weekend anchor Henna Doba has more. Henna, talk about a lot of he said, airing out for all of us to watch in real time. Both sides have very different stories of what went wrong here.
Yeah, good morning, Markie. Especially knowing it all played out on social media. We were all watching this live. It really depends on who you ask when you try to get the real story. Last night, though, Don Lemon went to his former employer, CNN. Nobody expected that. He wanted to tell his side of the story, saying that Elon Musk pulled his show because, well, Musk is mad at him. Well, meanwhile, Musk responded pretty immediately, saying the interview lacked authenticity. Less than a week before the Don Lemon show was set to debut on X, the former CNN anchorman making his own news with this announcement to his followers.
Hi, everyone. Elon Musk is mad at me.
Lemon openly talking about the deal gone bad, saying he and the billionaire businessman had plans for the show to be a digital town hall, with the first interview featuring none other than the CEO of X himself, Elon Musk.
The only reason I'm doing this interview is because you're on the X platform and you asked for it. Otherwise, I would not do this interview.
Lemon showing part of that interview last night on CNN, the network that fired him, saying Musk pulled out of their partnership just hours after it was taped.
At the end, I could tell that he was upset and he was uncomfortable. It was tense, and I said, listen, I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable.
Musk had a different take on how the interview went down, saying this, quote, Lemon's approach was basically just CNN, but on social media, which doesn't work, as evidenced by the fact that CNN is dying. And the back and forth continuing on X.
Apparently, free speech absolutism doesn't apply when it comes to questions about him from people like me.
One of those questions was about Musk's relationship with former President Donald Trump.
You recently met with Donald Trump in Florida. What did you guys talk about?
I was at a breakfast at a friend's place, and Donald Trump came by. That's it.
What did you discuss?
I don't. Let's just say he did most of the talking.
Did he ask you for money?
He didn't.
He asked you for money, he didn't. As for the Don Lemon show, including this interview you saw a snippet of with Musk, it will still air on Monday as planned. It will be on the YouTube page and Lemon's X page, with X adding in a statement, "We reserve the right to make decisions about our business partnerships, and after careful consideration, X decided not to enter into a commercial partnership with the show." Mark, you have a feeling this is not the end of this story. Of course, we'll continue to follow it.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.